fucking cats in my house because my wife was turning into crazy cat lady. And believe me, it was just because I finally put my pussy foot down that it stopped at 4. It started with 1, which is fine. And then she decides to get another one. And it's a female, and one's a male, and it's not fixed. Hello. There's kittens all over the place. We want to give the kittens away, so we start giving away, and she wants to keep one. And I pussy out. And then she decides that she can't decide between 2, so she keeps 2. Then they grow up into cats. And before you know it, I have 4 cats. I sent away for one of those cat boxes with the motor that, like, rakes the thing each time they come in.
Not too annoying.
The thing was running like a refinery constantly, all night long. All you'd hear. And it would put it in a bag.
It's just mining poop shit.
It's mining. I was mining cat shit.
Poop shit, that, Jesus.
Just mining cat shit 24 hours a day in the middle of the night. And I was the one that had to attend to the cat box. It was my job. Fucking
Anthony had chores.
I had chores. I had chores. Big radio star.
A grown man that was, like, setting the radio world on fire had chores.
You know, would carpool. He'd drop me off at my house. I'd be like, you know, dude, what a show today. We got an interview coming up. We're doing this. We're doing that. It's, you know, top of the world, man. We're going to fucking go places. He'd drop me off. Well, I guess you forgot where the vacuum was. No, it's in the closet. Oh, well, if you knew where it was, why isn't the floor vacuumed? Well, perhaps because I'm trying to make a huge radio career, and vacuuming really didn't fit into that.
Patrice, this is where Anthony blanks out for about 10 minutes.
Oh,
just sit back and enjoy.
Oh, boy.
Don't look at him in the eye.
I never knew what I was coming home to. This was it. I would come home, and Opie would drop me off, and he's like, so, what's going on? And I'd go to Opie, I go, who knows? Mixed bag.
Can I... Because we're allowed to talk about this stuff now. Can I?
Yeah.
I did remember another thing that I used to do for you.
Yeah.
Do you remember the times I would pull up to your house and you'd go, no. And we would drive around a little bit because you weren't ready to go home.
Yeah.
We wouldn't go to a bar or anything. It's like, no.
No.
Could you just drive around Huntington?
No.
Just take the long way home.
Take the long way. It's because some days would be, well, you forgot where the vacuum is, huh? And I'd be like, no. And then other days, I'd drive up and like I was really into playing Half-Life, this game Half-Life, during that time, and I was trying to beat the game, and I was just psyched to play it. And we'd pull up, and I didn't know if it was going to be Angry Wife or not. You know, where's the vacuum? Why didn't you do this? Get cat box. And then I'd pull up one day, and all of a sudden, I'd look in, and it would look like Carrie's house after she walked home from the prom. Just candles everywhere.
Oh, candle night was always a treat.
Candle night, and I'd be like, oh, I guess she's feeling amorous. This is great because I'm feeling nothing for this woman. And I go in, and all I'm thinking is,
I forgot about candle night.
All I'm thinking is, but I have to turn off the power generator downstairs to get the mob that I got. There's going to be guys, soldiers parachuting down. I got to shoot them so I could get through and get the formula to the professor. All I'm thinking is Half-Life games.
Patrice, you know, around Christmas time, you see like the Hanukkah candles and stuff in every window, whatever. He would have candle night.
It was like candles, like, oh boy, okay, I guess she's feeling.
Did she hit you?
What? Dude,
I don't even want to look.
She might as well have. No, she never did. I'll be honest.
Was you an abused husband?
I was mentally abused. I
don't
felt
understand
mentally
that.
abused.
I just want to know, like, when you come home from being a radio personality.
Yeah.
Personality. We were, like, on top of the world. Fair enough. Like, fucking radio gods or whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
And she goes, hey, did you forget the vacuum? The reason I asked, did she hit you, is goes, yeah, bitch, I did forget where the vacuum was. And where was, like, what would happen after you said go fuck yourself?
There would be hours of misery, arguing, and shit. Like, I would have to plan out what time it was as to how much balls I could have to answer back. There was like, if it was coming up late and I knew I had to go to sleep, she came up with some shit, I knew I couldn't answer back, or else it would be 3, 4 in the morning with her hovering over me. Yeah, you try to fucking sleep, you motherfucker, and this, couldn't do that because I had to go to sleep. So
how many years did you deal with that?
9 years.
How many years during the radio did you deal with that?
Let's see, all of Boston, and I don't know, maybe a year and a half in New York. Yeah, probably a year in New York.
So about 4 of the 9 or 4 to 10 years?
No, it's closer to 6 years, man. Because then we had the BAB time.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was all,
we had the BAB time.
From 1990.
Then we had the 3 years in Boston, then another a year or so.
1990. See, but I was a pretty beaten guy. Like, when I got married to her, I wasn't radio star. I was fucking tin knocker construction worker guy.
He was Chris Daltrey.
Yeah. And
now,
she was.
Was it American Idol? Was this like your American Idol that kind of you go, bitch, I'm a winner. I'm done with you.
The second I started making a little cake, get me a girl with the age teen. Something teen. That's what I want.
Are you fucking serious?
Partially. No, I was
not with
miserable.
the teen thing.
No, I'm serious about that.
We all went there, but it's
By the way, to answer the question that you started the show with, this is where I do get uncomfortable. This is it right here. No joke.
He lived
no
through
jokes.
this. Opie was like part of
Did
this.
you ever help him through his relationships?
No, he went through it like it was like some kind of fucking, I don't know, like it was some kind of thing that like a bank transaction. I went through it like it was a soap opera fucking knockdown, drag out. It was just like a book. It could have been a movie. And I like I said, I got married. I was in construction. So, she's tending bar to make some money. I'm working construction. I got like fucking credit card debt up the ass. And, it was that was the deal. There was a lot of drinking going on, bump
So when did you have the epiphany that you weren't a loser anymore?
I guess after Boston, when I came to New York, I'm like, something? I really don't need to take this shit anymore. Because it was just taking shit. Dude, taking shit.
Now, can you give me one day of, like, the day that you found out that, fuck this bitch, right? Can you give me what you said the day you found, like, how'd you finally get rid of her?
Oh, that was, yeah, I'm not getting rid of my girlfriend.
Oh, you had a bitch on the side.
Of course.
And she knew about it, though.
Oh, yeah.
Of course she did.
Oh,
but she just wanted to hang with you. And
you might want to Google Anthony's name for the full story.
Google Anthony, that's
Anthony's
what I always
name.
Say. When you first met her, to get to that point of I love you and marry you, there was a good person there at some point.
No, it wasn't really an I love you, I marry you thing. It was more of a...
told the story.
It was more of a...
She was never really a person that you really loved like that?
I would never have married a girl like this.
It's one of the saddest stories.
I'm
not even kidding. This is where I get uncomfortable.
I'm creeping up on 30 years old. I got to become like, and everywhere I went, I still felt like a kid. Like I'd go to
the bar, way of being a man.
To the bar my mother worked at, and they're like, hey, it's Rosie's kid. Buy Rosie's kid a drink. Or something. I was just turning 30, and it was like I'm still a fucking like a kid at work. I had a shitty job, and it was, I was the kid there. Never treated like an adult. Never knew how to be an adult or, anything.
So where'd you meet the bitch?
So I thought, let's see, she was, like, banging my brother for a while, and then...
Just a bitch that was around?
Yeah, around at the bars and stuff, and then we hooked up, and I don't know, we kind of hit it off and shit.
And you said, will you marry me? And she goes, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to get fucking married?
It was like over a lot of Jack Daniels and Captain Morgan, Oh, it was just, always, I was
a lot of medication.
I was always drinking.
Never good fucking, never really great anything.
And thought, it was just back then.